That was interesting, folks. It all sounds, you can hear it everywhere. It was disconcerting, but it's good because it's Summerween.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm getting an echo here. There we go. I knew there had to be something on my side.
Was it a spooky echo?
It was spooky ooky, because this is Summerween, folks. Oh man, I hope you guys are ready because we got a plethora of beautiful people here hanging out, just celebrating this beautiful Summerween Eve. You know, July 31st, getting ready for the beautiful, nice, scary stuff for Halloween, and talking a bunch of nice stuff that you guys will love. Oh man, I gotta say, are you guys looking forward to Halloween? I know I am. I always am.
Absolutely.
Always. Every day is Halloween in our hearts, right?
Thank
or
you.
It can be.
Thank you.
And that's the good thing, folks. That's why you want to be here. And I did my Christmas in July, and I was like, I have to do my Summerween. You know, you want to be consistent, man. I like Christmas. You know, I like Halloween. Come on. And then sometimes I like Christmas in my Halloween and Halloween in my Christmas.
There you go.
I like Halloween to me is like the only holiday that truly is unequivocally about giving, right? Kids show up at your door. You're just giving away candy and stuff like that. I'm not worried about like what I'm going to get. It's just giving it out. You know, and I don't care what people say. Christmas, you know, stuff like that. People always like Valentine's, like, oh, what am I going to get? Halloween is just strictly about giving. To me, it's the best holiday by a mile for that reason alone.
I never thought of that.
I love that sentiment.
I love it.
That's kind of
For
beautiful.
me, it's when I'm allowed to roam and snatch other people's souls. It's my favorite day. Giving.
So for some of us,
Giving.
it's about taking. But
Oh man.
I was trying to think about Thanksgiving, but then I realized, no, it's about like how many side dishes you can eat and how many
Exactly.
pieces
Right.
of pie you can get. So yeah, you're right. It's about giving and taking.
Unless
Oh,
you're
Allison is like, I have come here to chew bubblegum and celebrate Summerween, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Aw.
they live, we sleep.
And Jason T is super excited. So, you know, we're already kicking this off, starting this good. You know what, Dirk? Why don't you throw this whole thing into 10th gear and tell the people all the good things about you, because you have a lot of stuff to talk about.
What a wild ride it's been, man. I mean,
Oh,
I don't know. I was trying to think before we started here how long we've known each other.
Woo.
And it's back to Philly, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that was, you know, pre-COVID, which is 5 lifetimes ago automatically. But no, I'm sorry. So, but point being, it's been a long time. And I say that because for the rest of you who may not know me yet, hello, I am Dirk Manning, comic book writer of spooky things, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, The Adventures of Cthulhu Jr. and Friends, Homestead, love stories about death. I just had the honor of adapting the lost Lon Chaney classic London After Midnight to a graphic novel form with Chaney Entertainment. Just worked with Josh Mallerman, author of Bird Box, the live from the Sandra Bullock movie, The Blindfold, on his first graphic novel. But the long and crazy road is that I am now also talking to you and all of you as the publisher of Source Point Press.
Woo!
Very cool.
Yeah, it's wild. I never aspired to be a publisher, which I guess is ultimately why I took the position. But working with Josh Werner, who's the chief creative officer, co-founder of Source Point Press back in the day, he is still on serving as chief creative officer. And we're really just looking at revitalizing Source Point Press, bringing this back as a home for cutting-edge creator-owned graphic novels in the space of horror and speculative fiction and pulp. I'll breathe now and take a drink. So that's
awesome.
That's awesome, yeah.
Huzzah.
How many books have you put out?
I personally, it's funny, I was talking to someone about this a minute ago, and I feel like such a jerk because I've kind of lost count, but I believe I'm at my 24th graphic novel, give or
That's
take.
amazing.
Wow.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been doing this for about 20, I think I'm going on 23 years as a published author. And done about 24
awesome.
graphic novels, give or take. And you know, it's just been a wild ride. And I've worked with publishers, you know, Ape Comics, Devil's Due, Image Comics, and then obviously I've been at home at Source Point for a number of years now. And I know as a creator what I've always wanted. And, you know, real talk, I'm closer to the end of my career than the beginning at this point. I mean, that's just math. And by assuming the role of publisher at Source Point Press, I can now provide the opportunity to other creators that I've always wanted to have, right? Be a publisher that lets you own your own IP, let you maintain, you know, all your rights to your books and things like that. And just if you're doing really cool genre-based comic books, we can have that conversation about if you're out there on the road, if you're out there touring, if you're out there grinding it out, but need access to things like Simon & Schuster, the direct market, and things like that. If it's the right fit for us and the creator's the right fit for the model we have, we can hold the door, you know, and we can be the help them get to the point in their career that they want to be, that I've been very fortunate to have for over 2 decades now.
Very cool. I love that.
Very cool, man. Dude, I feel like your career has been leading to this point because, you know, at first you're trying to help people become better writers, especially when it comes to making comic books. And, you know, if I say first you were doing your stuff and then you try to make other people better. And now you're helping people get to where you've been already.
You know, it's funny. You're not the first person to tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like several people who have said, you know, this has been inevitable for you to become a publisher. I'm like, what? I can never respect. They both look at right or wrong. Look at, you know, I did the column online at Newsarama for years, and I published as a book and things like that. So, yeah, it's. I had to kind of wrestle a lot with this opportunity when it came up, and like I said, oh, what up, Andy? And ultimately, I just decided that the fact that I didn't want to do it made me the right person to do it. It's like a weird, like Jon Snow, Game of Thrones type thing, you know, or whatever, you know. But to have the opportunity to help other people in this fashion has been, I'm very fortunate, and I'm very humbled, and I'm very honored. I don't take it for granted. I'm kind of dreading the fact that I'm not going to be able to help everyone, right? You know. Because what we're doing at Source Point, it's got to fit certain parameters, and it's got to be the right title. It's got to be the right person. But based on the lineup of creators that we have already, I know for a fact there's people out there that are going to fit this model, that are going to do very well with us, and I'm really, really excited about that. Sorry to stammer so much. It's still so new to me. We just announced it like 2 weeks ago, so it's still like just weird for me to even talk about it. I feel like I should be talking in third person or something.
Well, it kind of is though, because, you know, you're another entity, and it's almost like you're talking in the third person.
Well, yeah, you know, it's funny. I had 2 conversations today. I had 2 meetings today with 2 different creative teams about books that we might be bringing to Source Point Press, and I told both of them, I said, the publishing agreement that I'm going to show you is the same publishing agreement I have with myself. So I can offer you nothing better, right? It's like literally like not only am I the publisher, I'm a client, right? Or however you want to look at it, you know. So yeah, it is weird to kind of de facto refer to myself as my own boss in a way, but I'm of the people, you know, and I said when I took this position, I will offer creators the exact same terms that I want for myself, and I am working off the exact same publishing agreement that everyone else is going to be getting, or everyone else is getting, or has gotten.
That's what you got to do, though. You know, if you're going to do it, then you know, hey, look, I'm doing it too. This is how I'm doing it.
Well, yeah, well, like I said, man, it's like I can't offer you a better deal I'm giving myself, right? You know, it's like this is like this is the best we can do, but there's a lot of horror stories out there in the world of publishing and comic books, because people that do comics, we do this like any artist. I mean, I'm just looking at this wide array of amazing creators you have on right now. You know, we all do this because we have that thing in us that we have to do this.
Yeah.
And by default, that puts us as creatives in a very vulnerable position. And sadly, there are entities out there that, whether they were designed this way or not, can take advantage of people like us who have to create and who are hungry to get our work out there as much as possible, and who have that put me in coach mentality where just get my books in distribution and they'll sell. That can trap people. And,
yeah, it can.
And we've heard the stories, you know, we've seen this happen. And that's something that I really wanted to make sure that creators had a safe harbor. I don't want to get too far in the weeds on this technical stuff, because we should be talking about spooky things like like London After Midnight. But one of the things I want to do a source point is the creator can cancel the contract at any time.
Wow.
Because you know what? If you don't want to be here, why would we want to keep you here?
That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple, right? Because inevitably, then you got the creators like trying to get out of their contract, and they get a lawyer, and the publisher. Look, man, if you do a graphic novel with us, and then you get picked up for a movie deal, and Scholastic comes along, and if you decide, you know what, I'm going to bounce to Scholastic, go. I hope that we treat you well enough, and I hope you have enough loyalty that you can stay, so that we who helped you get to this point can continue to work with you. But if it's a better business decision to go somewhere else, at least we can say we got you there. We were there then, right? So it's just things like that. Again, I don't want to get too far in the weeds on this stuff, but I just looked at what's important to me as a creator and the lessons I've learned over the last 2 decades of doing this, and I'm just offering that to creators who, there's a sample of all the books we've done. I've done personally. I'm just offering other creatives who fit the model of what we're going to do the same deal I offer myself, which I can do no better than that.
That's awesome.
Look at all those books.
You have a favorite?
Ooh.
What if they're listening? Tales of Mystery is my favorite series I write. That's my ongoing title. It's a horror noir. It's very dark. That's kind of like my legacy book. I think that's the book I would do if no one read about me. I would still do it.
Right.
But then again, I look at the lineup right now. It's like, oh my gosh, Nightmare World's the first comic series I ever wrote. It's an anthology of 52 different short stories that all intertwine into one big story. That's really fun. Working with Twisted on Haunted Highlands was fun. But then look dead center there. London After Midnight. We got to bring back the lost Lon Chaney film. I was given the script by Chaney Entertainment for this horror film. Like, if you're a horror fan, you know that image, right?
Yeah.
You know that image, and we've all wanted to see this movie. There's still people holding on hope. Well, maybe it still exists somewhere in a bin. I'm like, look, respectfully, if Chaney Entertainment doesn't have it, I don't think it exists. No one would love to see that movie more than me. But what we could do is we worked with Chaney Entertainment and did a graphic novel based on the original screenplay with Joshua Ross as the artist, one of my longest term collaborators. And now you have it. Now you can experience the story. What a world. Growing up and seeing that image, which some people may notice that image bears a striking resemblance to the Dirk Manning avatar. My publicity photo. Not a coincidence, but I thought it was like my homage to like this lost 1920 vampire, So the book we have coming out next with Josh Mallerman, RSVP ESP, his I don't want to talk out of school, but Mallerman's agent just read the final draft of the graphic novel and gave us glowing praise on it.
Nice.
And she's tough, man. She's tough. She was like our final boss. Like, okay, if she likes it, then we know we're in the clear. And she said she read it in one sitting. She couldn't put it down. So yeah, they're all my favorites in different ways. But when push comes to shove, Tales of Mystery, which is my horror noir series about a street level magician who is trying to save people from demons they don't want to admit are real. That's my guy. That's the book that's my legacy book, I think.
And you're about to come out with a new volume of it, right?
Yeah, Tales of Mystery Volume 6 will be coming out on Kickstarter in October. I've been teasing here. You get an exclusive, Raph. You get an exclusive. The final title of Tales of Mystery Volume 6 is going to be called Blood for Blood.
Blood for Blood. Oh.
Yeah, and it's the Vampire War volume.
Nice.
We've been teasing the vampires since they first appeared in Volume 1 of Tales of Mystery. And this volume, much like other volumes done in the past, starts hot. Mystery is charged with protecting someone who may or may not be an amnesiac angel from a horde of vampires. That's page 1. And we go from there. Tales Mystery Volume 6 might be my new favorite. It's fun to get 6 volumes deep in a graphic novel series that's creator owned, where we can do anything we want. And it's probably my most complex book. At times it's the funniest thing I think I've ever written, but it also has some of the most horrifying, gut-wrenching, seeped in dread scenes I've ever done as well. So anyone who reads Mystery knows that he's a character who life does not get easier for him. It just gets harder and harder and harder. And there were times when Volume 6 that some of the team was like, you might be going too far. And I'm like, oh no, but wait, that's just page 10.
There's more.
So yeah, Tales of Mystery Volume 6, we're going to launch on Kickstarter in October. I have an amazing cover artist lined up on this that's, again, been on my life list of creators to work with. I'm not going to give that one away yet. That'll come in time. But I think it's going to surprise people.
I think I've done very well in teasing all this. So.
That's what I do. I can't, I know it's like I try to value myself being a transparent person in regards to my work, but you got to leave some surprises out there. But Austin McKinley's illustrating it, who illustrated Volume 5. Austin illustrated Rockstar Paranoia. When Mystery had to stop a heavy metal band from summoning Cthulhu at their concert. And I will say Volume 6 picks up almost immediately after where Volume 5 left off, too. So those of you that have read Tales Mystery Volume 5, which starts the second act of the series, and know that cliffhanger at the end of Volume 5 and have just been champing at the bit, we will be addressing that big surprise at the end of Volume 5 pretty quickly in Volume 6. And again, 6 is a perfect jumping in point. 5 is... That's the other thing. I've written like 25 graphic novels now, and I'm really big on the idea, and this is something we're carrying forward to Source Point as a whole. I don't care if you're reading Volume 1 or Volume 6 of a book. You should be able to pick it up and read it and know what's going on within 5 pages.
True.
Full stop. Right? So if people just like the cover artist of Volume 6 or just like vampires, you'll know within 5 pages what's going on. Mystery's magician. He's trying to protect people, and vampires are after him. Go. You'll figure everything else as you go, right? But I there's a lot of legacy in Volume 6, and for people that have read the whole series, they'll pick up on little different things. But I also really believe that you should be able to pick up a book and just read it. It's a book. And then if you like it, then you can go backwards. You can go forwards from there and go that way.
It's the only way to find out if you like the book or not is to, give it a chance and read it.
Well, exactly. I don't want people to see Volume 6 and go, wow, this looks really cool, but do I have to buy the first 5 volumes? No. I mean, I wouldn't complain if you did. Right? And you would probably enjoy it too. But if you want to jump in on Volume 6, jump in on Volume 6. And if you that's
how comic books used to be. When we started reading, I was in the middle of whatever issue it was, issue 455 or 144, right? And you just read.
Yeah. My first comic book I ever bought was Incredible Hulk 364.
Ooh.
By Peter David. And
Hold
I
on.
bought this at my local. Go ahead. Yeah, Peter David, rest in peace, man. One of the best in the world.
He was great, man.
And the only reason I bought this was at my skateboard shop. I was a skater metal kid, so it was really weird. But if you zoom in one more second, I apologize. The reason I bought this was I liked this gimmick that it was part 4 of 1. Sorry, part 4 of 1. It was like a countdown. I'm like, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat. I'm going to pick this one up because I had. Look, kids, it was $1. I had $1. And I thought, if I like this, there'll be more of it every month. How cool. I remember that Hulk show with Lou Ferrigno when I was little, but, I just wanted something to read. And there it went, right? Yeah, I didn't read the other 363 issues of The Incredible. I have not yet ever read. I will never read the first 363 issues of The Incredible Hulk. But I'll tell you what, that Peter David run, incredible. And I read this and I got the gist of what was going on. That's the way, you're exactly right. That's the way it should be with anything. Pick it up.
I agree. Yeah. And I feel like they've all lost their way now because now, we need to restart the whole series so everybody can go back and do number 1.
You don't have to. It's corporate comics. Again, I'm a big creator-owned guy, right? Corporate comics are like a roller coaster. You get in the car with a new writer, a new team, and it doesn't matter how many loop-de-loops and twirls and twists and everything else you do. At the end of the run, they're going to take you right back to where it started.
Right.
The team gets off, new team gets on, and everything's back where it started. And you're going to go again, right? That doesn't necessarily mean you have to reboot the whole damn thing every time either. It's like just tell a good, compelling story.
It was so funny because for years they were doing that. They were just going on, and every once in a while they might have to do a little shake up to shake things up. But that's what they were doing. It was just a continuous type of world. And then it was like, we have to restart. I'm like, no, we don't.
Yeah, everything you knew was a lie. Then why did I buy it?
Exactly.
Really? Come on, man. It's like, don't get me started on this whole thing, But yeah, so that's what's fun about creator-owned books too, though, is like, and especially what we're going to be doing with Source Point Press moving forward.
Yeah,
is they're graphic novels. If it looks good, you can pick it up, you can read it, you can enjoy it, and if you like that, maybe you'll check out more stuff by that creator or more stuff in the Source Point brand because we're going to have a certain amount of consistency in the type of stuff we do. Horror, to us, every day is Halloween. Right? Horror, speculative fiction, pulp stuff. And again, we'll branch out here and there. Joshua Ross's next book he's going to be doing for Source Point is like this crazy. I can't even like. It's like Jeff Darrow did a crazy religious Kevin Smith thing. It's insane. I can't. It made. I say this with no hyperbole. Joshua Ross's next graphic novel may be one of the top 10 graphic novels I've ever read in my life.
Nice.
ever. And yes, he illustrated London After Midnight. Yes, he illustrated the Josh Mellerman book with me. Yes, he's one of my best friends in the world. I take all that out of the equation. The book is that good. But the book he did before was a creative nonfiction slice of life book. But that's also standalone. But he earned the right to do that book because he's done a bunch of stories in Nightmare World. He did Tales of Mystery. He did other stuff in Butts and Seats. So you know what, man? You got enough pedigree. If you want to do your slice of life creative nonfiction book, cool. But his next book is right back to form, and it's just the most insane. I'm still struggling how to just. I can't oversell enough how absolutely jam-packed visual overload. Like picture Jeff Darrow, Shaolin Cowboy, but then told by Kevin Smith doing Dogma.
That's what you want.
It's when I hooked him up with a colorist, I had to tell the colorist, I said, it's Colin Johnson. I said, you've colored several of Josh's things already, and you'll be a good fit for this book.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, Colin, I want you to look at like the third act before you agree to color it. And he looked at it, he goes, I'm going to need a magnifying glass. And I said, just fair warning. But but that's the kind of stuff we like to do, right? Horror and speculative fiction and pulp and stuff like that. So that's what you can expect, so that we can celebrate Summerween, Halloween,
all the time.
All the weens. That's not right. All the Hallows, all the Halloween stuff. Yeah, just thank you. I'm just gonna drink my lemonade. Do not make that a YouTube.
Clearly, I'm in kindergarten.
Oh my God. Let's wean off of this.
Thank you. Please. There's other people here to talk to. So.
Oh man. All right. So let's continue with the books and Kristina Garlick. You have something you want to premiere today, right?
Yes. So I've been working on this book for the past 18 months. It's called Lights, Camera, and Axum. It's my first horror book that I've ever written. So I have a video. It's a little bit long, and I apologize, but I think it's a really good book trailer. If you scroll down and you hit that, it should play.
A killer on the loose at the amusement park? Check. Falling for the hot rock star with a very questionable past? Double check. Living in a dystopian future ruled by President Faust? An absolute hellish nightmare. And the worst part? Freedom vanished overnight. Seriously, who did Faust sell his soul to? Vera Sage must smile for the camera while hiding her identity and trying not to die. Then there's him, El Diablo, a killer with a penchant for theatrics and a body count that could make sinners blush. And the higher the ratings climb, the faster reality begins to crack. Can Vera rewrite the script and save her friends before the credits roll? Lights, camera, and we all fall down dead. Lights, Camera, and Axum, a novel by Kristina Garlick. Available now. Visit KristinaGarlick.com.
That was not long. What do you
That
mean
was
long?
awesome. I loved that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was great.
It's actually not available now. It's just that I didn't want to have to change the trailer. It comes out.
People call me a tease.
So they're gonna go to her site and they're gonna be like, I thought it was available now. Come on.
I know. Sorry. I was like, I should probably tell people that. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I started writing this months ago, but I had some health issues, so that kind of delayed it. But I think it has horror to it, but it's not like bloody, gory that might turn off some people. I mean, obviously other people love that as well. I think it mixes the fantasy it mixes horror and romance, and hopefully everybody likes it.
It sounds like it, man. It sounds really good.
Thank you.
I know me and you have been talking about this book for a while now.
Yeah, like, and it's so funny. The minute I finished working on that, I already started plotting my next book. Over the weekend, I was off, and I literally wrote the whole notes for the next one. So as a writer, I think you're always planning your next thing. Like, you are never finished. The minute that you are finished, I think that's kind of when you've met your end. Oh, thanks, Jason. Yeah, and like I'm really excited about this. The other thing I should mention is I have another book called Arcadia the Wayward Hero. It came out in 2016, but I just had that turned into an audiobook, and the links are going live, because when you have an audiobook, they don't just all go live at once. So different websites, it starts popping up. Like, it's on walmart.com right now. I think it'll be an Audible next week. Google Play, I think it might be up, but that one's what if the superheroes fail to save the city and the bad guys take over? So it's like an underdog story. That one is more, because I do a lot of comic conventions. That's kind of my ode to comic books, my love. One of the reasons I started writing was because I loved X-Men comics. And the other thing I liked was Shakespeare. So I kind of it's a really weird mix of genres and things that I adore that I try to bundle into a story to make it interesting. But yeah, I think Ralph and I, he and I will just, go back and forth with different ideas for books. Actually, the Lights, Camera, Action, it's because of him. We were on one of these live shows, and that's where the idea came from.
That's awesome.
Incredible. That trailer was great.
I really liked it.
Thanks. Yeah, I wrote the script and I paid someone to make the video, so I can't take credit for it completely.
But I have a feeling you told them what you wanted, and they did a great job of putting that together. That was a great teaser.
Yeah, I gave him step-by-step notes. I'm like, I want this, this, and this. A little bit of a Nazi there, but I think we all have different things that we're good at.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We do what we can, and then we delegate what we can't.
Oh, absolutely. We have to lean on our strong, aspects to get things done. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I always get to the point quick. I don't try to drag things out too much.
I'm the same way.
Publishing with?
I self-publish at the moment. I used to have a publisher. So the first book I had published, I was 14 years old, and I had a publisher. Was Publish America back then. They published The Outsiders. At the time it was a great thing, but then I started seeing a lot of my books used, and I wasn't getting any royalties from it. And I actually had to break the contract, and it cost me money to do that. But they had the rights for 7 years. And so you get a little bit hesitant with certain things. And that's why I liked what you said, that, if you want to break the contract, you can. It's a lot of what you said. I had really great admiration and respect for it. There's a lot of bad, shady book companies that will take advantage of people. Same thing with conventions. Like, oh, you do this event, you give them all this money for sponsorships, table fees, you lug your stuff there, and then 10 people show up. Not that it's not wonderful that even one person shows up, but when you're paying hotels and gas and all that, you want to at least break even. It's a different publishing world also from, my first book came out in 2003. I hope to God nobody ever reads that one. It was called The Moon, the Stars, and the Night After. I kind of remember the idea, but I refuse to go back and read it. I have a bunch of copies in my drawer. I was a teenage kid, so completely different writer than I am now in my 30s. So
When is this book coming out? When's your release date on it? Since you said it's not available now.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming out October 15th. That my editor,
folks, October.
Well, that's why I came on here, because I was like, all right, my book's coming out near Halloween. This is our Halloween in the summer kind of special. I'll probably make you put me back on your show in October again. Like, put me on.
You're invited in October. The same thing as Dirk. There's something that happens in October, and Dirk's always there, and then you're always there.
Yeah, I think last year was New York Comic Con. This year, just got to keep it interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got to keep having fun with it.
Yeah, if you're not having fun, it's a job.
Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth. It's like people hear like New York Comic Con, this and this and this. It's like, it's work.
Yeah.
It's work. It's so much.
Yeah.
How'd you like New York? I'm like, I don't know. I saw the person across me. I saw the person I left. And then I got dinner with someone at like 11 at night. But I'm like, it's work. Are you doing New York Comic Con again this year? Or?
No, it was too, like, because of my health issues, it was a bit too much for me to do. But I was grateful for that experience. I might do Awesome Con next year. They asked me to do it this year, but I was just busy. I declined it, and they said, well, let us know next year. So I might be doing that one. Pretty much if people invite me and I'm available, I will try to make it. But like, I'm really bad at filling out applications to do events.
Well, you're also busy making events happen, so.
Yeah, I'm a full-time event planner for a town in Randolph, New Jersey. So I'm doing like 2 to 3 events a year. And I know it's not like glamorous as, New York Comic Con or some things like that, but like, I still enjoy it. I plan a haunted trail every October. We have like 30 scare actors and people run through, and it's a lot of fun. I can do pretty much whatever I want within reason, and I get paid to do it, and why not?
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a book event next year. Books in Bloom in March of next year.
Oh, I love the name.
Thanks.
Books in Bloom. I love it.
So
Yeah.
We have
March Bloom. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I think the date's March 14th. I have 23 authors so far signed up.
Woo!
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. I just kind of sent it out in an email, and then all of a sudden I got the sign-ups. I'm like, well, I didn't even have to try.
I gotta say, like, pure books events in the tri-state area are kind of rare.
They are. Or the other issue is like the Morristown Book Festival. It's a great event, but you have to kind of be like, a established author. You have to know this person. You have to do this and that. And there's a lot of barriers in that event to keep indie authors out. And a lot of the other ones as well. I wanted to make my events for next year to be open to authors of all type. Obviously, there's room capacity issues. And once I hit that limit, that's what it is. But I'm not going to discriminate. If you wrote your first memoir or you wrote a sci-fi fantasy book, come on in. You're invited. Tell people about your story. Give them that, elevator pitch and see how it goes. Maybe you'll sell a couple books.
I gotta say that's what we love to hear here, because that's what we do here. We give you guys a place where you guys can talk about all the beautiful stuff that you do, and it's beautiful stuff. And I'm always, we've been doing this now for 10 years. 10 years in October. October is our big anniversary, and it always bugged me out. And the reason we started this was because we would go to the conventions, and everybody would do all this press for everybody else. And then all these people with these beautiful books and things that were selling, and nobody was talking to them. And I'm like, they need press. We need to cover these people because they're doing amazing things. That way they can get their stuff out there.
Absolutely. And whether it's a comic artist, writer, whatever, a lot of people, when they're putting out that first piece of work that they've created, they're very nervous. They don't know how to set up their tables. They don't know how to promote their books. Maybe even their cover's not the best. You want to give them that opportunity so that they grow. Maybe they have the next, best-selling book or movie that's out there. They just need somebody to foster their creativity. And, any way you can help people go to that next level, I think that's just as great as creating something yourself.
See, you got Dirk doing it. You got Kristina doing it.
You're my hero, Kristina.
Oh, thank you.
Legit.
I think what you do is really great too.
We need to talk off air.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be happy to, exchange some words.
Yeah, that you're just doing it right. So kudos to you.
Thanks.
Creatively and then professionally holding the door for other people. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
And that's what we love to hear, because like what we say here all the time, it's easier to rise to the top when we rise together.
Yeah.
High tide raises all ships.
Exactly.
The first event that I did, I think it was 2014. I had 3 books out at that time, and my cover sucked, and I had nobody to help me. I thought it was amazing because I just did something quick. I got an email from a lady, said, "Dear Kristina, your covers suck. Sue." And I was like, and
wow.
It kind of hurt my feelings, but it helped me figure out how to do it myself. But not everybody would continue on. In some ways, I kind of feel like, I probably should just threw on the towel. But, I guess my stubbornness made me keep going. But you need to help other people. That's my point.
Did you still talk to this person, or was it just like a random thing?
I don't know who that person was. They just sent me an email.
I would have printed that email and stuck it on my wall and saved it for later.
Exactly.
They literally were
every
judging
day.
a book by its cover.
Yeah, it was in Washington, New Jersey, 2014 at the Steampunk Festival. Sue?
I'll get
Thanks.
you, Sexy Angel Eyes 69. I'll show you at Yahoo at AOL.com.
I'll show you.
At GeoCities.
Look at me now.
Exactly.
I'm on the Bitten Apple TV.
There you go. And now you 20-something books later?
This is actually number 30.
See?
Yeah.
Dude, I love those stories, because that's the stuff. And it always reminds me of my English teacher when I went up to him and go, "I want to be a writer." And he was like, "You'll never be a writer."
Never, hey, I've told people this all the time. Never's a long time.
Exactly.
Never's a long time. I had a buddy who was a very, very almost ranked chess player, and I hope he watches this video because he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And he's like, "Dirk, you will never beat me in chess." And I go, "Never?" He goes, "Never." I go, "Never's a long time."
It never is a long time.
Got him 3 times. Got him 3 times, 0. Now, mind you, I lost 97 times. But never.
See, but that was, his thing was that you never would beat him.
Right,
so
exactly.
those 97 times don't count.
Right, that's right. Never's a long time.
Yep.
Isn't there a quote by Thomas Edison or something about failing 1,000 times to make the light bulb? And he said it wasn't that he failed 1,000 times. He just found 1,000 times how not to make a light bulb.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that.
And that's right. Edison failed a lot of times before he created all the stuff that he created.
And then he discovered Tesla, and then he just made everything.
Exactly. Then they were pissed off at each other. And you know what happens when you're pissed off at each other? Things happen.
Yeah. But your point stands exactly.
It does.
You learn what doesn't work. That's why you have to do the thing.
That and spite keeps people going. So
Yes.
Oh yeah, I hear my English teacher all the time, and it's so funny. I tell the story all the time on the show where I'm not a writer because of my English teachers. I'm a writer because of my history teachers. They told me great stories.
that's awesome.
So speaking of which, history and all the spookiness of stuff, and writing a book as well. Shannon, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff about you?
Oh, there's nothing good about me. I'm rotten to the core. I'm the evil thing that people write about. So, okay. Hi.
Yeah.
I did. That was just such a random thing I wasn't expecting to go. Okay, so I am I am the horror hostess for Paraflix Paranormal Plus.
Yep.
It is a streaming network that I love. It gives the little people a voice. I don't want to call them little people, the people who wouldn't normally have the opportunities, I guess, to be able to have their hard work and efforts put out there. I guess. I don't know. I love it. I've been doing that for close to a year now. And prior to that, I wrote a poetry book. My poetry book is based off of poems I got from Automatic Writings. I am a part of a group, Long Island Paranormal Investigators, and a few years back, we investigated a location on Long Island and changed my life. And I came home with a spirit attachment. And these are automatic writings based off of the things that I had gotten from her and such. Currently been trying to write a book about the experience. Every time I get the first time it was finished, I was dumb and I was writing it on my laptop and my laptop just died completely.
Whoa.
Right, it was done and I hit save. Like I literally I hit save. And that was my mistake, my bad. Whoops. The whole thing crashed and so I didn't think to back it up. That was my fault. So I started over and then every time I go to finish it, something happens. So I'm on the last part of it now. And then I injured my hand.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Maybe I'm not supposed to tell the story. No, I'm just kidding. So hopefully it'll be out this year. I've been saying that for like 500 years because I am like 600 years old now. But yeah. I started acting. I started doing modeling and stuff like that after. And I enjoy it. I know I sound weird. I'm tired. And you said, "Hey, tell me about this," and my brain said, "No."
That's how
No,
it is, you know. As we
we
creatives,
won't
we're
share
like on all the
things.
time, and then when we're supposed to be on, everything goes away.
Normally, what you get out of me is like, "Hello, my dark legs, my paranormal fiends, and everything in between. It
Yep.
is I, the Queen of Darkness, a dream within a screen, and Powerflix's horror hostess with the ghostess. Give me your soul." So that's pretty much it. That's what I do. That's me. Okay, I don't know what else to say.
I gotta say, you do a lot. You know, you got the paranormal stuff.
I
You
do.
got the auto writing with the thing, which is already interesting enough
Yeah.
because it's not just you writing this poetry book. It is someone writing through you this poetry.
It's an interesting experience to have. It was definitely not glamorous. It is not fun. Sometimes I don't even like remember some of the stuff that I had written. I go through and I'm like, oh, a lot of the things are like pieced together. Some things are my own. I have written things before. I won a prize in second grade, a pumpkin for a spooky story. I got first place. I did. Yeah. What else?
So you said you were an actress. Are there any like movies that we could watch on YouTube or anything? Or
Yes. they're on there. If you go to my website,
Mhm.
you can get to them from there. There's two and like that are being worked on now. So one's not released, one's still being filmed, and one the trailer just came out for it but didn't get released yet.
And these are movies you're in, not that you're hosting. You're actually in these movies.
Yeah, I have small parts. I'm spooky in them.
That's
When
awesome.
so I like, always was into spooky things and paranormal things. And, you know, my dad was always telling me scary stories. And I grew up watching Tales from the Crypt and the Nickelodeon Are We Afraid of the Dark? And Elvira, he had me watching all that kind of stuff. Elvira, Vampira. I loved Morticia. So, I mean, naturally, I would turn into a demon. It's just bound to happen.
The math checks out.
I mean,
Exactly.
right?
Dude, it just feels like all this was just made for you.
Hey, that's one of my newer poems. Yes, it does. It does. It's weird. I've been very itchy. I'm sorry. I think the lace is itching me. Um, but yes,
That's the part about being spooky is all the lace makes you itchy.
yeah, it's new skin. I just tried it on today. So, hey, that's
folks.
Kara's arm. Me and Kara.
So you also do the convention circuit. You're at all these paranormal conventions and the comic book conventions.
I am. I slowed down a little bit this year. I didn't do as many. I was going I was like pretty much every month doing one or two or three or four a month, or some I was doing two in one day. I was insane. This year I have some things coming up. I'm going far away in October. And in November I'll be in Salem. And there's other things too.
Yeah, folks, she does a lot
I'm
of.
giving a great there you go.
Girl, you're busy. You're all over the place. You've been on the show a couple of times. You've co-hosted this show a couple of times.
Yeah,
Don't worry
it's a lot
about
of fun. You know what it is? It's like I have so much that I am doing actually at the moment that
it. You are.
I don't know that I can talk about yet. So I'm like kind of like in my head like
I can't talk about that. Can't talk about that. Can't talk. We
exactly.
know those because especially Dirk knows
Exactly.
those.
There are things going on that I'm very excited about. I have some meetings that we have to have and discussions that need to be finished, but things have already been signatured with blood. So,
Can you give us an exclusive?
Ooh.
no.
No.
It's funny because that's what she's talking about. She goes, "Oh, I can't talk about that."
Literally cannot do that.
I was trying to poke the bear.
You almost tricked me there.
Pokey.
No, I can't. I would love to because I'm really excited. I would love to just I want to just scream about it. But I cannot yet. And yeah. So hopefully it works out the way I would
It
like
will.
to.
You got all this beautiful energy about you. It'll work out.
I'm excited. Well, yeah, I mean I'm excited. I want to say all the things. And I know that if I say something, I know me, I'm just gonna be like ploop.
Oops.
And it's gonna come out, and then I'm just gonna be like living in his wallet.
Well, what if it was like hypothetically speaking? Hypothetically speaking, what would be like something that hypothetically you could potentially be working on?
Ooh, hypothetically.
Hypothetically. there might be something that gets, put out there.
Oh,
you almost sound like Dirk.
It might involve me as a character, because I am a
Ooh.
person, and then I might become a fiction, a fact.
There we go. Now that's a
all right,
tease.
all right.
That's a tease.
Do you know when you're going to be able to announce this stuff?
Oh, that's a good question.
I want to be able to announce it soon. So I'm gonna beg and plead and say, oh please, oh please. The issue is time zoning and having the availability to have this final freaking conversation. So about when we can just start doing the things. So
There's all the hammering of details. We got it.
So overseas, perhaps.
Ooh.
You did say you were going far away.
I'm not
And
going
time
there.
zones.
I'm going far away, like close to like the land of cheese.
Ah.
You know, like
Wisconsin?
Ooh.
not like close to there, not in Wisconsin, but that's not a huge time zone. That's like an hour thing. So I love it there, by the way. Wisconsin is the bee's knees.
See, folks, you got a lot of teasing happening.
Who doesn't love cheese?
Exactly.
Now I want
Let's-
fondue.
Yeah, so I have that going on, and then I have the other thing going on with the filming. Hoping to get some more of that going. The one thing I have on YouTube, I play Vampira. So yeah. And then yeah. I'm pretty much like typecast. Which it's okay. That's what one
It
day.
makes sense.
One day.
You're spooky.
I
So-
don't mind it. I'm getting, it's better than not getting parts at all. So
Exactly.
I'd
If
rather
you could play any part, like just
Ooh.
completely different, what would it be? What's your dream part?
Good question.
That is a good question. Oh, like, I don't know. Like, I Love Lucy, maybe.
Ooh. That's interesting.
So like
Yeah.
slapstick comedy, kind of?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think I'm funny enough for it, but I think it would be fun to try.
Well, comedy's always fun to try,
Yeah, but
especially slapstick.
just not fun when it's not funny.
It's kind of hard to be not funny in slapstick.
It's I just, if I could be as funny as her and do it, yeah. Lucy.
Love it. Love it.
Classic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
like
Mr. Abracadabra, Hocus Pocus. Folks, this whole thing has a nice little flow to it. And you'll
Ouch.
see what I mean when Abracadabra, Rob Longo, starts talking. Go for it.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Rob Longo, owner of the new streaming service Abracadabra Media. We do independent sci-fi, fantasy, and horror films. It's a beautiful thing if you're a film creator. Much like Dirk's vision for publishing, I have the same vision for a streaming service where the creators should be more in control and make money so they can continue to create. So we offer 3 different ways for filmmakers to make money on Abracadabra that are beyond what most other streaming services offer.
Love it. Love it. And I like the fact that this theme is continuing here. We're all looking out for our partners, our indie folks.
Because
Rob,
the barrier for entry has disappeared in so many things, and I think everyone has a level of fatigue of being taken by the middleman and the fakers and takers, that take advantage of artists and stuff. And that's what motivates with me and most of you and Dirk and everybody else now at this point. And luckily the technology and everything is there that allows us to do this and make it a little easier for all of us to make a little more money. So right now on Abracadabra, there's no fees if an independent filmmaker wants to come on. we do have quality control, for the movies because they have to be good, at least, sound good, look good, and all that. But they make money by the usual industry standard view count. And then the big one is if somebody comes on, let's say the Written Writ comes on, you get a coupon code, Written Writ. Anybody uses that coupon code for their subscription, they get 50% off the subscription fee. And Written Writ gets half of that subscription fee for as long as that user is active on the service, whether they watch your stuff or not. And then once you have a certain number of subscribers using your coupon code, you also get ad revenue sharing, which is a big deal. So 3 ways to make money on Abracadabra. That's 2 more ways than any other streaming service offers currently.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I really love that.
And much like Dirk, I did not see myself over owning a streaming service. I felt though I had to, and here we are today. And so far it's been great. We keep adding more and more movies. We have distributors now even contacting us wanting to put their stuff on Abracadabra. So, it's a 3-phase process of get that content, then go after the subscribers and the ad revenue. So
I love that.
Off to a good start. I'm super happy.
Kudos to you, man. That's incredible.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Rob, this is the Highlander thing, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I repurposed it. You're in it, I think.
I am. I want to show it off.
Go ahead, show it. It's fun.
We want your movies. Be them horror, sci-fi, or fantasy. Those are the genres we're looking for Abracadabra. So please click on the link below. Send us a little email that you're interested in having your content on Abracadabra, and we'll send you out an onboarding process. Thank you.
I gotta say, I've loved making films with you, bro.
It is super fun. I love it too.
And that's where all this comes from, though. You have this thing, and you're sitting there going, I need something where I can put my movies in, where I can make some money from. And you were like, well, it's funny because then you had to figure out how to do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my 6th feature film, and on our 3rd distribution deal. Right now, the horror films are going to Film Hub, and we're going to see how that works out. And then for my other stuff, I have Abracadabra, and I wanted a platform where, anybody can put their stuff on easily and hopefully make some extra moolah.
Love it. And again, see, folks, it's a nice little theme happening here, where we're figuring out how to help each other out, to get our dreams into reality. There's ways for you to get out there and do what you want to do. You just need to go and find it. I got to tell you, it's easier now than it was when I started all this stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s, you needed a good amount of wealth in order to get your book done, or whatever you were trying to do done.
I'm looking forward to when the Written Ralph joins us on Abracadabra. I'm looking forward to getting some paranormal stuff on Abracadabra. Option for the movie rights for Lights, Action, Acts.
There you go.
I would like to act in that. Just
you could be. Hey, if my book gets turned into a movie, you could be in it.
And the best way to get a movie made these days is to do a graphic novel first. So only you knew a publisher who published horror graphic novels.
Ooh.
All right.
This is what you call kismet, folks. Teamwork.
Can we all be in the movie? We're calling dibs.
That's how it works.
Very early.
Look, just get a framed picture of the Dirk Manning avatar and put it in the background somewhere. I don't need to be. This is like a face.
That'd be a good cameo. You just see it in the background, and people be like, "Who's that?"
What's that?
Exactly.
They'll be carrying the coffin wallets, which we haven't gotten to yet.
Open the ID. Whose ID is this?
So, folks, I know that you guys are sitting there going, what are these coffin wallet things? And now we're gonna like entice you some more because when we saw them, we were all like, I want it. So come on, entice us some more, guys. Go ahead. Tell the people all the good stuff. Go for it.
Who, me or Jeff? What are we doing? Oh, you're throwing me in there?
Who wants to go?
You go, Tom.
All right. I mean, I just, I like making Jeff go first because I can just him a little bit. It keeps
You're the idea man on this one. I just did the execution. Go for it.
Dude, I mean, that's kind of what we do anyway. I'm with Studio Cataween. It is my wife's business. She is in the other room because we just had a baby about 8 days ago.
Whoa.
Congrats.
Thank you. She also hates being on camera for anything, so that's really fun. But so we obviously started off with our previous item, our final ride bag right there. Yeah. I have one with me. I got a couple of things. We did edit too, where we added a new window, so you can order the red one if you like the red versus the black. But then we also added what we're doing next is actually our open casket wallet. I know that's really funny. It's what I do. Where basically what happens is if you ever want to figure out what you're going to look like when you're in an open casket and dying, you just put it up like this, and boom, there's your ID. With, I'm trying to make sure I get this the right way, one slot over here for your favorite credit card, which is nice. Obviously, it opens up too, has a full, regular, standard wallet. You can hold. I'm really not good at doing this backwards. Holding cash there. Obviously, a zipper compartment for some change, and a bunch for your credit cards as well. So, that's really what we're talking about now. Obviously, now everybody kind of gets it what it is. It does fit perfectly with our wallet and our bag.
That's so cute.
So, which brings us to kind of Jeff, to Jeff, because my brain, I constantly talk about this. I'm never gonna ever admit that I'm an artist, but I'm a dude that thinks of really dumb ideas and then makes Jeff do them. Right?
Yeah. Like he was like, "Can you make a purse?" And I was like, "Well, I've never made a purse before, but sure."
Yeah, I bully him into it. So I'm like, "No, you're gonna do it. It's there. You can do it." And the best is because I've known his wife for roughly 30 years of my life. When he doesn't do something, I just text her and she's like, "Jeffrey, what are you doing? Start up."
Oh, he definitely doesn't call me Jeffrey. I will tell you that.
The other thing I'll show you guys too is it's not really that. It's kind of a new stuff. Some things we've been working with Jeff too. We've been working on some blow mold pins, traditional old vintage style artwork. Obviously, this is the one of the new ones where we're starting to do them all scaled out. So this is roughly usually a 36-inch blow mold. So we're going to make them about 3 inches. This one's somewhere in the 20 to 26, 28 inches. So we're going to make about 2.5 inches. Tabletops, 1.5 inches. And then obviously our Frankenstein, Dracula, and Ghost over here. We're going to actually eventually redesign them and get them in a larger size to really scale them out. So they're going to be about 3 inches big. We're going to make them really big, really crazy, kind of wild.
It's pretty big, Tom.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big pin you got there.
I mean,
that was a nice pin.
You know how small my wife's hands are, so it makes it even look even bigger when she's, when she's showing them online. But,
next to your brand new baby, they'll look gigantic.
Oh, they're going to look like standard blow molds. I mean, like the pins are going to be. If I can figure out a way to let them up, it'll be just like Halloween for him. So, I mean,
do baby clothes.
Dog, we've dabbled in, like, we do T-shirts, we do hats, we do pins, patches, we do a lot of that stuff. Kids' clothes scare me because not enough kids are like. I mean, I make one kids item and I make too many of them. I'm gonna have a kid's shirt. My kid's gonna be wearing the same shirt for the next 6 years. Like, oh, you're having a baby? Here's a shirt.
Classics don't go out of style.
Exactly.
Yeah. That it's a great thing because as we're talking about all the things we can kind of help each other with and things like that, Jeff has been great with that for us because my wife does a lot of art and she's good at it, but there's things that I've asked her and she's like, "I'm not gonna do that." And then I'm like, "Come on, bro." And then I literally text Jeff, and he goes, if he says things to me like, your wife hates it, my wife hates it, it's gonna be great. That's usually the thing. Like, I'm convinced that when they tell us no, me and Jeff just do it, and then we laugh about it. And if they don't sell, it's still fun for us because it's funny and entertaining, and we got to torture our spouses about it. So
I will say that sometimes I've gone ahead and made stuff that I thought was cool that she didn't think was cool, and then if it didn't sell, and she still holds it over my head. So
yeah, it's like, how do you got those 98 pins downstairs? You gonna get rid of them? Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely like a patch that I have that I can count on one finger how many I've sold, and there's a pin that I don't think I've sold any of.
Oh no.
So I definitely have like the records of the two of us of who has like the worst selling items.
But you get creative.
What was it?
The pin or the patch?
The one that didn't sell at all. I'm fascinated by this. I want to buy one just so I have the only one.
To get more out of my house. It was.
We'll send you a bag of them. It'll be fine, Dirk. It'll be fine.
Yeah, buy one, get 100 free.
Yeah,
it's not that sold a few. It was a pin of like an executioner, and he's holding an axe, based on an old Halloween costume, and just nobody liked it. I don't know.
You gotta bundle it with
that
something.
fits right now.
Fun,
I gotta throw
I
them
feel
in
like
a
Kristina should
fire.
buy it because the axe them.
Yeah, didn't
Do you have a
anything,
picture of it?
No.
You have the pin you can hold up.
Got nothing.
Yeah, it's like hard.
No wonder you're not selling it because you're not showing it to anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta promote your stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And
was
this
on
is
your
talking now
I
about his
didn't know
stuff
what
because
patch it was.
he does great.
Yeah, so I do vinyl toys as well as pins and patches. This is my character Halloween cat, which I have one of them right here. This is a vinyl toy that I did, and I painted all of these. That was the Collected Con exclusive that I did for Collected Con 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago in Chicago, and it was like a really awesome convention. I loved it, and so what I did was I got the top part of the cat that goes in the pumpkin, and I put him in a little car with a pumpkin graphic on the car, and the car is from Fisher Price Little People. I just got them off eBay and painted them, and that was the Halloween cat racer. And then before I forget, next weekend I'll be in Philadelphia. I put the screen up next to me so I wouldn't forget. I'll put it in the chat real quick. It is Designer Toy Art Festival in Philadelphia, run by Assembly Required, who do an event in not Savannah, Georgia, Asheville, North Carolina. That's very far away from Savannah, Georgia. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, so I'll be at that next week. Selling.
How come it's not on your site? Huh?
It's in the link tree. Oh no, it's right there. It's the where it says BXC Buttons X Staciamade. It says toyartfest.com. Yeah, it's in there.
All right, I'll shut up now.
No,
you could do is get 2 rams and have the racers on there, and the kids will come over and they'll want to race them. And as they're over there racing it, they'll be, Mommy, I want one.
100% break. Also, I made 6. So it's not like I've got like a whole bunch of them. They're all custom, so they yeah. But no, so I'm doing that next week. I did like I said, I did a Collected Con the week before, like last month. It was great. I really like doing these like designer toy events. I feel like they bring like a certain crowd, even if like I think having pins and stuff, like not everyone's gonna have pins at it. It's not like a pin convention. So even that kind of keeps the business afloat rather than just focusing solely on toys too.
Look at these beautiful pins.
Yeah.
That's what got me, Well, I love the loaf cat. So
yeah, well, a cat loaf, yeah. I don't think. Oh, I do have a cat loaf. So this is cat loaf.
Hold on, I'll put you up.
It's a loaf of bread. Oh, it's all bright. It's a loaf of bread that it's a cat.
That's so cute.
So yeah, cat loaf eventually will be something.
Eventually.
And I've another thing coming up soon, probably by the end of the year. I'm doing so it's a toy my friend makes already, and I just designed a new head for it. So I'll put it up here if you can see it. So this is, yeah, sure.
There you go.
Keep holding. So this is War Death.
Ooh.
It's like a skull inside like a helmet, and it's got a bat on its head.
Oh, this is the one I saw at the show. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I actually have another prototype of it, but I don't have it with me right now because a friend of mine brought back a box from Collected Con, and I haven't picked it up yet. So this is actually the old prototype. The new one's like slightly bigger. But yeah, this will be coming out through Scum Pit Toys probably by the end of the year. I don't know. We'll see.
Do you 3D print or do you do it by hand?
So this is 3D printed. The Halloween cat is vinyl, and the vinyl gets pulled in America by Mile High Safubi. So this is like more of a production piece, but like I paint all these in my garage. So, but I use the same methods that they would use in a factory with like paint masks and airbrushes and stuff. It's just me breathing in the fumes instead of someone in China. But like, yeah, I'm sure I'll make more of these with the season coming up. I still have a couple of unpainted ones in my basement, but yeah. So Halloween cat is that's vinyl. I can't sculpt, but I can like design and like same with making the purse and the wallet. Like you just sort of draw like here's the sizing, here's the front, here's the side, here's the back. Like you kind of just draw all the sides, and they figure it out. Someone with more talent figures it out.
And I'm getting the idea with your partnership with Tom here that you actually collab with people, work with people to make things happen as well.
Well, yeah, Tom's one of my good friends, and we have a lot of dumb ideas. And
tell me more about me, Jeff. I want to know.
Well, eventually we're gonna launch Tom's hot dog brand, and I want him to become a hot dog influencer.
Dude, I love hot dogs.
Because aside from like being Studio Cataween, Mr. Cataween, he also is really into hot dogs. And I try to, like I'm sure everyone has friends that like you see a meme and it goes to that person. Like he sees all the hot dog stuff just goes to him.
I don't think I'll get a hot dog meme a week that I haven't seen at least 10 times.
I'm sure. Yeah. Obviously.
I'm not saying from you, Jeff. I'm saying
no. I would assume everything I send you've seen already.
Yeah.
So you're like Joey Chestnut, the hot dog guy.
That's disgusting. Like, not to make a wide right turn here onto the hot dogs, but like I think there's only two ways you should eat a hot dog, right? One is with mustard, and the other one is with chili and mustard, right? But the chili can't have beans in it because that's disgusting too. Yes, Jason, you did hot dog influencer. I do have a small Instagram currently, Hot Dogs and Beer League for my hockey equipment. Go check that out if you really want to see how absurd me and Jeff really are.
That your goalie pads might be like the peak, really.
I mean, I don't really understand how and why I did that.
I understand because you're an idiot, and I love you.
I don't know if you guys can see this here, but like I'm gonna try to see if I.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll put you up.
Oh my god.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's the other.
That's his last name in the Oscar Mayer Wiener logo.
Yeah, the Oscar Mayer Wiener logo, but he put my last name in there instead. But like it's one of those. It's Jason. That is Hot Dogs and Beer League on Instagram. But yeah, I mean,
we live in a world that we can non-ironically talk about being a hot dog influencer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love hot dogs. I mean, hey Jeff, should I show him the thing you made you make me the other day?
Are we sneak peeking something that's not out yet?
Ooh, sneak peek.
I mean, it just hasn't been fully. I got to figure out what we're gonna do with it, but it is for the 50th anniversary of Jaws. We got.
Oh my god! Look at that. Dogs. Woo!
I love it.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like T-shirts or stickers or something stupid just to kind of get it going.
All right, so this is slightly off topic. So next year is the 250th anniversary of the United States. Can you do something with hot dogs and that?
I love that. That's a great idea.
Instead of playing the flute, he's like eating a hot dog.
Dude, yeah, that'd be great. Like, you know,
Oh
like
my God, yeah.
Yes.
Crossing the Delaware, but they're all like holding hot dogs. Jeff,
Yeah.
you got
They're on
this,
top
right?
of a hot dog boat.
I love how the spooky Halloween episode got totally derailed into the hot dog episode.
I just want to know if you've ever been in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Oh yeah, the other.
You took a photo of it recently, didn't
Dude,
you?
so recently it was in my town, and every time I was in town, I would be traveling for work someplace else. And like a couple weeks ago, my wife wakes me up. She's like, "Yo, the Wienermobile's at ShopRite." I never jumped out of bed fast enough in my life. I swear. You know,
I've tried to get them to come to one of my festivals. I send them emails. They ignore me.
yeah. I mean, don't forget, there's other hot dogs out there. There's like Dietz and Weitzel. They make really good merch.
Do they have a car?
That? They
don't
don't
have a car.
They make some great hot dog merch. But like, I mean, you know, the Wienermobile, I feel like it's hard to get. There's some small ones too. You know, I saw that you followed me, Jason. Thanks for that, bud. More hot dog content later on. It's just finding the time to continue making this nonsense like revolve around either hot dogs or horror. I mean, I feel like that could be another thing.
Wait.
I think I got this. What's up, Dirk?
Is Shannon starring in the hot dog horror movie that's going to stream on Abracadabra?
I mean, what we can do is
There you go.
That's it.
Put it all together.
It'd be like a hot dog cart vendor that just like how he murders you, just jams hot dogs to down your throat till you suffocate. You know, like
That might be a different
And the
kind of movie
catchphrase could be
altogether.
"Kiss
I
the
don't know.
cook."
Let's hold on.
yeah, it is, you know.
I wasn't trying to cast any aspersions on anyone. I
It
apologize.
writes itself.
Man, I now want a hot.
Have you had the hot dog beer?
The beard?
Yeah, they make hot
No,
dog
beer.
beer. I saw it
No.
on Facebook.
See, now all that stuff is like wild because like I have 2 bags of the 7-Eleven hot dog flavored potato chips I haven't eaten yet.
Wow.
That's real. I swear I do actually.
We're gonna bust those open during SummerSlam.
You know it. I cannot
Hell
do
yeah.
that. That's the plan. Let's go.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a true horror story.
It's funny because what we mean, Jeff comes over for, you know, what we do is I bring him to my house. We watch wrestling. I get him usually some like Philly pretzel company and a big tub of cheese. And then I punish him for like 3 hours on things I need him to make for me. So, you know, and then of course, because he doesn't eat meat, I always order the veggie. We always have it delivered. I get the hot dogs and the little like pigs in a blanket, and I eat them before he gets there, so he doesn't feel bad. That's real. That is actually real.
I don't even think I knew you did that.
Yeah, well, you know, I care about you,
On
Jeff. So I
live
don't want
TV,
you to,
folks.
you know, I don't want you to feel left out. You know,
I wouldn't feel left out. It's okay.
Wow.
I'm going to go eat a corn dog. Does that count?
it depends where you're getting it from and what you're putting on it. Only acceptable condiment on only acceptable condiment on any hot dog or corn dog is mustard.
No, I'm just going to raw dog the corn dog, just plain. Just
You're fine. You can do that. You know, there's some good veggie ones out there too if you're into that. You know,
I had the Impossible ones recently.
Yeah, the
They were good.
Morningstar.
Morningstar makes a great one.
The Impossible dogs are new. They're very good.
I thought it was real. When I was vegetarian at one point, and then I missed hot dogs. Basically, that's what it is. You know.
Ooh.
Wow, I can't believe we got derailed onto this. Onions in sauce is only at Rutt's Hut, Jason. Rutt's Hut is great for rippers. However, again, you judge it by their chili and their mustard. If
I told you,
stand alone,
it was
you should
guys.
not eat it.
This episode went real weird.
Yeah,
I love it.
I gotta say, that's a hot dog influencer there, folks.
Yeah.
He's gonna start an OnlyFans for hot dogs.
Exactly.
Only dogs. Only
Yeah.
dogs.
Only
Legit.
dogs.
Legit.
I mean, I
That's
would.
the next design, Tom.
If I could make a life out of traveling around eating hot dogs, I would do it. But in the same breath, I feel like it would be a very short life because I think they say that like every hot dog you eat, it like takes 7 minutes off your life. I'm pretty sure I'm already fucking dead. I'm just,
Oh, we just missed National Hot Dog Day. It was July
That's
16th.
Kristina, I didn't miss it. You did. I don't think you understand. I have hot dog shoes. I have embroidered hot dog shorts.
I'm actually a
Those are nice,
vegetarian.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That you can't in this hot dog
I
conversation.
knew you were gonna say that.
But it's funny because I was vegetarian at one point too, so I can't fully judge. But like, I feel like vegetarian hot dogs are like, you know, it's like a poopy flavored popsicle. You know, like you're just doing it because it's cold out, and you just have to do something. But
I
anyway.
will say the Impossible ones actually taste like hot dogs for the first time. It was like I've ever thought like, oh, this is actually good. Most of the time they're terrible.
Terrible.
I'm legit going to get a corn dog now because I've stayed too long. And
yeah, go and come back. We'll still be talking about
I got
hot
an
dogs.
urge for hot dogs now.
Yeah,
have you done like
summer wiener
do like
special?
hot dog eating competitions?
They're disgusting. I can't
Right.
like.
Okay.
And going back to what I was saying originally, which I got derailed by because I got all frustrated about what we put on hot dogs. But like the thing about hot dog eating contests are they're disgusting.
Yes,
like
the summer wiener special.
Yeah.
Do you think it's just like hot dog eating contests are disgusting, or all eating contests?
All eating contests are
kind
disgusting.
of. Yeah, I agree with that.
I will watch
I'm
it.
addicted to
car
Raina.
I'll watch them. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't like. I can't imagine eating that much of anything ever in one sitting. And I'm a fat person deep down. Like I could do it, but like I would hate myself. Like the sodium intake alone.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I don't know.
I just didn't know. If it was a thing.
Well, I'm gonna go eat off camera. So you're all awesome,
Dirk. Tell the people where they can find you one more time before you go.
Before I go before you eat a corn dog.
Raise papaya on 7th. Is that where you're going?
What's that?
That's where they can find you.
Yeah. The Corn Dog Central. No, DirkManning.com. There's no pictures of me eating corn dog. There's no hot dog porn or food porn or anything like that. DirkManning.com is my website. You can subscribe to my newsletter. I send a newsletter once a month there. Otherwise, I'm on all reputable social media at Dirk Manning. Just look for the picture of the top hat and the scarf, and that will be me, and you will see me, and we can connect. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm trying to do better with Instagram, but DirkManning.com, or I would love to connect with everyone on Facebook at Dirk Manning. Look for like I said, look for the guy with the top hat and the scarf. That is me.
Easy to find, Dirk.
Love that.
I try to keep it very consistent. It's very easy to find me online. Just Dirk Manning, top hat, scarf. That's the guy.
Top hat, scarf.
There you have it, folks. Go check out Dirk at his site. Kristina, go for it. Where can they find you?
KristinaGarlick.com, and I'm also on Facebook, X, and Instagram. I just started that a couple months ago. I try to post stuff, but I'm bad at it. But I'll answer emails.
Emails are good, folks.
Yeah.
You need to join email lists because that's where you get all the good information. Like I'm on Dirk Manning's email list, and I get all this beautiful information before everybody else.
That's how we roll.
Exactly. All right, Shannon, why don't you tell the people where they can find you?
You can find me at adreamwithinascream.com, on Instagram, adream_withinascream, on Facebook, Shannon Michele 1L Collins, the Queen of Darkness. Huzzah. And also check out paraflix.com.
Paraflix.com. There you go. See?
Spooky.
All right, Mr. Rob Longo, where can they find you?
You can all find me on abracadabra.media. And the reason why you want to find us there is because we just teamed up with Blood Pack Films to get their whole catalog of films on our streaming service. We also got our first animated film on called Alienation. And we partnered with Rasha Robinson, a horror director who's running an Indiegogo campaign right now for her short anthology series, Vault 13. If you use Vault 13 as your subscription code, not only do you get 50% off your Abracadabra streaming service, the entire subscription fee goes towards Vault 13 to make more shorts. And we might be optioning our first horror movie book into a novel from The Silent Canvas by Jack Torrance. So, and can't
See, that's the problem. Oh, there you go.
Put it, yeah.
You got a block the face. That's funny.
Very cool.
Let's go check it out, dude. And if people are looking to put their movies on there, what do they have to do?
They just have to email acquisitions@abracadabra.media to get a packet and all the information how to do it. There's also a filmmaker's FAQ right on the site that gives you a lot of the information also.
And it's also podcasts and things like that, right?
Right now, it's just shorts and feature films and documentaries.
I love it.
And we're going to expand into crime, drama, and martial arts. So
there you have it,
So
folks.
cool.
Go do that. That way we can help each other out. All right, Tom and Jeff, where can they find you?
Jeff,
Watching
you go first.
SummerSlam together on Saturday.
Exactly. There you go.
Eating hot dog potato chips, I guess.
That's gonna be great. You can find us at least for my pins, my bags, and the wallets over at StudioCatoween.com. That's KATOWeen.com. It's named after my wife, Katrina Catoween. And then obviously, as we said, for all the hot dog contact, find me on the internet at hotdogsandbeerleague.com. Not .com, but
on Instagram.
not yet, guys. We're getting there. Don't worry.
Not yet.
The next time I'm back, we'll have it. Don't worry.
All right, Jeff, go.
You can find me bxebuttons.com, on Instagram at bxebuttonsxstaciamade or at Bleeding Edges. You can find me next Saturday and Sunday in Philadelphia at Designer Toy Art Festival. I have it next to me because I keep forgetting the name of it, but I will be there because it's done by these guys who do another convention called Assembly Required. So I just keep calling it Assembly Required, but it's actually Designer Toy Art Festival in Philadelphia. And I will have, I don't know, stuff.
And speaking of
these things, I'll have Halloween Cat.
Yeah,
Those are so cute.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love conventions, folks. And go ahead, Jeff.
No.
Okay. I think we can continue.
No, I'm just trailing off.
What conventions are we going to be at? That should be the last thing we're going to talk about. Dirk, where are you going to be next?
My full convention schedule is at dirkmanning.com. My next couple of convention appearances, I will be at Monroe Comic-Con in Monroe, Michigan. I will then be at Cinema Wasteland, the legendary horror convention in Strongsville, Ohio, outside of Cleveland. From there, I'm going right to New York Comic-Con, and then I will also be at Grand Rapids Comic-Con in Michigan. And that will probably wrap up the year, but we're already lining up dates for next year as well. Again, dirkmanning.com has the full convention schedule as it gets announced, or you can subscribe to my newsletter right there on the front page at dirkmanning.com. That'll keep you posted with all the latest appearances. But Monroe, Cinema Wasteland, New York Comic-Con, Grand Rapids. That's the next few.
And of course, at New York Comic-Con, you'll see us talking to Dirk and bring you all the stuff that Dirk's doing at New York Comic-Con.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Akron Comic-Con too. I forgot to be at Akron.
There we
go. Just look all over. Yeah. So you go from New York City to Akron.
There you go.
You
got to put it all together.
That's right.
Akron's the New York City of Ohio.
I think that's Cleveland, actually.
Yeah. Life on the road, right?
Exactly.
I grew up in the Midwest, and I still see a lot of value in, again, loyalty, right? It's like conventions that have been having me for over a decade and things like that. I'll still go back to Cinema Wasteland once a year. Grand Rapids, Comic-Con is an amazing convention up in Michigan. But then you go to the big shows. You do your New York Comic-Con, you do your E2E2s, you do your San Diego's and things like that. But you'd also don't forget where you came from.
Exactly.
Right. There's not everyone.
Why do you do that, Dirk?
Yeah, not everyone can afford to get to New York. So that's cool, man. We'll be in Cleveland. We'll be in Grand Rapids. We'll be in Monroe.
Exactly.
But it's very that stuff that's important to me.
I feel like loyalty is important, and I feel like the world is completely losing loyalty.
Don't get us started on a hot dog rant again.
Exactly.
I'm just waiting to get that corn dog. So,
Kristina, where are you going to be next?
Lehigh Valley Comic-Con in August. I think it's August 16th. I should know this off the top of my head. It's a smaller convention, but it's a wonderful event with a lot of local talent.
They have it, folks. Shannon, where are you going to be?
The devil knows.
Oh my God. Yeah, just check out her site. You should be able to find where she's going to be next, especially her Instagram. She posts a lot of beautiful stuff there. And you can actually hear her read some of the beautiful poems that she does.
Thank you.
And of course, Jeff and Tom, any conventions?
Jeff obviously pinned all his, but I'm going to be putting Jeff to work in September.
Where are we going again? Salem?
No, absolutely not. I will
Sleepy
never
Hollow?
go to Salem. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow Street Fair.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Till September 6th. And then the next thing we're not going to be doing is nothing till was it 21st? Sorry, my wife heard me and she always tells me.
See, that's what it's good. You get the information.
Yeah.
All right.
So September 21st, Sleepy Hollow, New York, Sleepy Hollow Street Fair, and then our next one after that would be Monster Mania next March. We're taking kind of a year off because of babies. So.
All right. Well, you should.
Singular.
I'm looking at you and I'm like, I remember that baby tired. So.
Yes.
Baby's first monster convention.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh God! Well, that's we might be bringing them to one in November. So just to kind of see if he can handle wandering around with the crowds and the people. So we'll find out.
You need to tag me in. Let me know.
Yeah, come on in, Jeff. Come with us. You can sit in the back seat and make sure all those all right.
Yes.
Rob, are you doing any conventions?
Yeah, actually, I think we're going to do the Edison Horror Convention, also known as the New Jersey Horror Con and Film Festival.
I love New Jersey Horror
Con.
Con. Great. Mm-hmm.
Is that back in Edison, or they were doing it in Atlantic City for a bit?
I think it's in Edison again.
Yeah, because they're doing it at both locations.
Oh, okay. Because it used to be in Edison originally, and then they moved it to Atlantic City.
Yeah, they started.
September is in Edison, and then the March one is usually now in Atlantic City.
New Jersey Horror Con is one of the best conventions.
Yeah, and then they have the PA one too now.
Yeah, they got the PA Horror Con. It's the same company.
Oh.
All right, folks. I'm happy that you have enjoyed our Summerween here, and I hope things were spooky and hot doggy because it was a Summerweener special. So, folks, when it usually ends, I press the button, and where it stops,